Hi, my name is Gaia and I'm a master's student studying criminal psychology with forensic investigation here at the University of Portsmouth. Entering the second term of university can pose new challenges for everyone, especially when daylight is still quite limited, so it can really affect our mood. So today I'm going to be sharing some of my top tips on how to beat the winter blues as a university student. So if you do like the sound of today's video, make sure to go click that like button and subscribe for more student content like this video. My first top tip is all around exercise. As a student, I know it can be really tempting just to want to curl up in your bed when it's cold instead of working out. However, exercise releases endorphins, which in turn makes you feel happy and lessens depressive feelings. Studies have also shown that regular exercise reduces stress levels and improves self-esteem and mood. It doesn't even have to be an intense workout either, just going for a small walk will aid you massively. My next top tip is to meet up with friends regularly. This can be something as simple as just going for a coffee or having a group study session in the library. Or alternatively, you could go and do something a bit more active and fun, like going bowling or going to the cinema or for a lovely walk down near the beach. When you're feeling low, it's really important to stay connected. Even if you're someone who prefers alone time, it's still really good to get out and see others just to make sure that you don't become too isolated. Another really important tip is to ensure you're putting healthy things in your body. After the winter break, it can be really tempting to carry on eating sugary and fatty foods, but these will make you more prone to tiredness and lack of energy. Instead, balance carbohydrates and sugar with fruit and vegetables. Personally, I love making myself a smoothie in the morning to take with me to lectures. Not only is this a much healthier option, but it's also a lifesaver, especially since I'm one of those people that doesn't really like to eat breakfast but would rather eat like slightly later in the day, like 10 or 11. But by that point I've got a lecture and the last thing you want is your stomach rumbling when the lecturer is speaking, you know? Even just knowing I've made the smoothie, it makes me feel so accomplished and like just lifts my mood so much because I know I'm actively making steps to look after myself. Also try to eat food and supplements that have vitamin D in them. In the winter months we don't get as much vitamin D naturally because there isn't as much sun, so it's really important to restore that through food. Another way to get vitamin D though is to obviously go out and make sure you're getting as much daylight as possible. Go outside and explore the sights. In Portsmouth there's so much to do, such as visiting the nearby beaches, Spinnaker Tower and the Gunwharf Quays. But before we move on to the next tip, let me know down in the comments what your top tips are for beating the winter blues. So my next top tip is to give yourself one goal each day. This can be as small as getting out of bed or making sure you've had a shower. Or it could be something related to university, such as just simply writing 200 words that day for an essay. As humans, we tend to give ourselves lots of ambitious New Year's resolutions and then feel really down when we can't attain them straight away. But by giving yourself something simplistic yet realistic, that rhymes, we are much more likely to achieve them and feel really proud of ourselves. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. My next tip is to lessen activity on social media. It's natural to compare our New Year progress with what others are doing online, but this can make us feel miserable as we often feel as though we aren't doing good enough. So perhaps reduce the amount of time you spend on certain platforms. You could mute the apps or specific accounts just so you don't see the posts as often. And my last tip for today is to do something creative or something that has nothing to do with uni or work. For example, you could go pottery painting with your friends, which is a very therapeutic activity. Personally, my creative hobby outside of university is to film and edit YouTube videos for my own student channel. I also like to read non-fiction books in the evening to clear my head and de-stress after a busy day. So those are some of my top tips for beating the winter blues. I really hope you found them helpful. If you haven't already, make sure to click like on this video and subscribe for more student content. I've been Gaia, thank you so much for watching. Bye!